Had hockey-like temperatures here at the Penn Relays in previous years. Very warm last year, a little temperate today. Temperatures about 60 degrees.
Front line
As we're ready now for the high school boys distance medley relay.
You know what I think is really cool about this, having the high school kids run after the college kids, is how inspired they must be to perform, to watch potentially some of their heroes and some of the schools they hope to attend. I think that's a really cool dynamic for these youngsters to be able to experience.
It's a whole continuum. I can remember being in high schools in the paddock getting ready to run my race and watching the college guys run. In college, watching the professionals run. So it lets you see the future.
Yeah.
Well, Villanova is still celebrating on the inside of the track as the high schoolers are on the outside of the track. Michael Cherry, who we'll see tomorrow in the USA versus the World, was saying in the press conference today that last time he was here, he was the high schooler sneaking onto the track to hobnob with the elite athletes. So this mishmash of inspiration from youth all the way to masters. We'll talk about some of the masters races tomorrow as well. Really reflects the power of the sport, that anyone can be competing at any age. But right now it's the high schoolers on the track in this distance medley relay, the opening leg of 1,200 meters. Christian Brothers Academy of Lincroft, New Jersey out in front. And behind them, St. Anthony's, one of our favorites from Long Island.
St. Anthony's coming in as the favorite, led off by Mason Gatewood, who's going to attend the University of Pennsylvania in the fall. So this is sort of his debut before the future Penn fans that will be rooting for him.
Hopewell Valley of New Jersey in the gray, running in third. And just, you know, the experience of getting into this kind of venue for a high schooler, in many cases, this is the destination point for a lot of the high school teams around the area, but just kind of builds their confidence to be able to compete on a very big stage.
Absolutely. I wish I would have competed here in high school. I didn't have the opportunity to, but I did come 4 years with the University of Texas, and like Craig mentioned, it definitely gave me a peek into the future and inspired me to want to continue competing and really pushing to that next level.
Talk about Gatewood, who's tucked in on the inside. He ran a 4:08 mile indoors, and sometimes he anchors this team. You would have thought they would put him on the leadoff leg to get a big lead, but right now he's not delivering that. Moving up on the inside right now, there you see in the black and yellow. We expected to see Team B, Loudoun Valley, in the mix as they battled it out with St. Anthony's during the indoor season, the second and third fastest times in the country during the indoor season.
And Loudoun Valley is in that lead group, but kind of tucked in the middle of the pack now, moving into fourth in the light-colored singlet as they come off the turn, and you see the 400-meter runners now waiting for this exchange that we saw with the collegians. These are very delicate exchanges, but all seem to go well for the leaders here as they make it around. Hopewell Valley now in the lead.
And I kind of love how when he came in, the gentleman came in front in the 1,200 meters, he held that baton out so he could see the entire stick, which is really smart because that 400-meter runner wants to get out fast and wants to be sure they have that baton secured.
Christian Brothers Academy with a strong leg on this 400 meter as they've taken the lead. Loudoun Valley now in second and Hopewell Valley in third. Andrew Cannelly on the second leg for Christian Brothers Academy out of Lincroft, New Jersey.
And what a brave run that was. For him to take the lead on the backstretch on this track is really difficult, and he maintained that lead. Look, what a great leg for him.
So he's given them a nice 5-meter advantage. Christian Brothers Academy will try to hold on to the lead on this 800-meter leg. Back with the final leg in a moment.
National lead, 4:08 and 7:39.30, 4 miles with 17:01.82, and new national record. They were done to the DMR 10 minutes, 25.8, was number 3. This is Stephen Hartford, carrying 6th for Loudoun Valley. Pennington for Christian Brothers Academy. Hunter now. the scoreboard. That's Jacob Hunter. Final 16. Hopewell Valley, Northport, running second and third. 200 to go for strike three. Affolder, 409 miler, followed by Northport's Isaiah Claiborne. Claiborne, 410.96, joining National Indoors in a mile. Hopewell Valley sitting in third. Back up front,
Be sure to join us as USATF returns to the Blue Oval in Des Moines, June 21st through the 24th for the USATF Outdoor Championships. Watch as athletes compete for national titles and visit drinktix.com/USATF for ticket information. And we'll check in on the Blue Oval tomorrow in our coverage of the Drake Relays as part of a Super Saturday of track and fields. We come back now to this high school boys distance medley relay. This is Loudoun Valley of Virginia with the lead, being chased by Northport of New York on Long Island.
That's Sam Affolder from Loudoun Valley in the lead. He's run a 4:09 mile a year ago. Elijah Claiborne in second is a 4:15 miler, so he has a lot of work to do. He got the baton behind.
I'll give some credit too in Loudoun Valley. While we were away at the break, Jacob Hunter with a strong 800-meter leg. Name may sound familiar. His brother Drew Hunter just won the road mile at the BAA event leading into the Boston Marathon, and his parents, of course, coach at this high school in Virginia. So Loudoun Valley now kind of stretching that lead a little bit on Northport. And St. Anthony's trying to close the gap just a bit in third. Hopewell Valley of Pennington, New Jersey is in fourth.
Hopewell Valley's anchor Sean Dolan, the son of the University of Pennsylvania coach Steve Dolan, and his brother Tim Dolan ran the 800 leg. So a family affair here for the Dolans. I like the third lap that's being run by Sam Affolder. You know, he didn't sit on the lead. He went out reasonably quickly, and now on this third lap, he's sort of putting it away. They've got experience. They won this race 2 years ago.
And is it hard, Craig? Is it hard for him to be running this race all by himself? He has a little over 400 meters to go. Is that tough? Especially it's kind of cool. I know distance runners don't mind when it's cool. Is that tough for him?
I think for a young runner, it's very hard to get the lead. It's much easier to run from behind. You can gauge your speed off the others, try to use a kick at the end. So when you get a lead, there's always the danger that you don't push the advantage and you sit on it, you let other people back in it, and then they can outkick you. So that's why that move he made on the third lap was so important.
We can see the gap there between Affolder out in front and the chase pack of three with Northport, Hopewell Valley. And Hopewell just kind of trying to reel them back in. St. Anthony's in tow in third, and with every stride, the gap is closing on Loudoun Valley. This race is not over yet.
This is Dolan. We mentioned that his father is the coach here at the University of Pennsylvania. He takes a quick look. He's going to win this race.
Well, this race changed dramatically in the final 150 meters. As Affolder will take the victory here, and we look at the time, and we'll wait for the official time to see if this perhaps is also a new Penn relays record. 9:57.77. It is a new Penn relays record as they take down the record held by South Lakes of Reston, Virginia, set back in 2001, that just happened to have a pretty decent miler, one Alan Webb.
Alan Webb, who ran a 4:04 anchor, 4:07 anchor for Sean Dolan, and you know, he made that big move around the last turn. You spotted it. You could see Affolder fall apart, and just as I said, it was a good idea for him to move in that third lap. That does leave you vulnerable on the last lap, and that's what happened here.
Well, a wonderful last lap for Hopewell Valley and a new relays record. History rewritten here at Franklin Field. Carolyn?
Sean, congratulations, everybody. What was going through your mind on the very end there? When did you decide to make the move? Can you walk us through the strategy and what you were thinking?
Well, I knew the two guys were out pretty far, so my main goal was just to try and close it down and do what I do best, just kick with my heart to go for it, and paid off today. I'm just super happy to do it with these guys for sending these three seniors the best way they can be sent off.
You're a senior, you're in high school, you're at this place of all places. Describe for us what this meet means to a high school senior.
I mean, when you're a freshman, you come to Penn Relays, you run one of those other heats, it's like you look up to these guys. I never thought in a million years we would be one of those guys crossing the line in first at the Championship of America.
Congratulations to all of you guys on the new Penn Relays record. Thank you. Paul?
Well, great reason to smile. Two teams under 10 minutes in this DMR, and 9:57.77 is the new Penn Relays record. Sean Dolan and the team from Hopewell Valley, a new legend is born.